Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Second and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Shields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 20 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's going to have to play like that and help drive them down the field.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Operating from the gun, Shields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Shields. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And they'll accept that penalty. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, it's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 86 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 2nd down now, McKee. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. The Panthers at 8-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Herbert off of play action. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And that flag accepted. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out. But they'll do so fatigued.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
On 1st and 10, Shields flush to his right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Lindsey.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Shields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw on second down, Shields throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Shields.
A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Shields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, you know, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the throw. The
Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On second down, McKee. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On second down now, McKee, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Shields.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end.
Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Sitting at 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the the middle they go. McKee, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. On first down, Shields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A give up the middle to Lindsey, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run by Lindsey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Shields. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Herbert. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
And they'll run again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there.
His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 are fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. on the counter. Lindsey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Shields. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shields. He's got the hook up to Miller. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Back to throw. Shields firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So the false start will back them up 5. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Shields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw on 2nd down. Shields. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert back to the air. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got this into the hands of Barkley coming across the field. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, McKee. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On 1st down, McKee, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On 2nd down and 4, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kayvon Thibodeau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down. Shields looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Shields targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They go play action here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Shields. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shields. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. To throw again. Shields steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
On 1st and 10. Shields. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Shields. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They'll run on first down. McKee. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
So big turn of events there. They had him sacked on 3rd down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you well know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask, the flag's going to come out.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Back to throw. Shields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lindsey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Shields rolling to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Panthers about ready to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Following the fumble recovery, Shields. This is Miller, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields forced out to his left. And he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lindsey, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Herbert on first down now. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Herbert throwing again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, Shields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Shields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing after the interception. Shields over the middle. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Shields. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Shields. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Nifty move. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably. They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way. And not in any rush offensively. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead. Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator,
You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now here come the Raiders.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, Shields. He finds his man, complete. That's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Looking to throw on second down. Shields.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
To throw on second down. Shields looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns able to get him for a loss of about 3.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Shields.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Shields.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Shields.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Back to throw. Shields. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Lindsey will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. McKee. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On first down, McKee. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. I love the look you just gave me, because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the 1st down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Raiders now down by 16, and time a huge factor. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Shields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down. Shields. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. Shields steps away to his left.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Shields. And he comes back with one complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Shields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Shields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Shields.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, Shields.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Off to Thomas on the left side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take him. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Lindsey going to try and run it in, and they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And now we've got a 1-score game, and at least a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Is that what we call a glimmer of hope?
Glimmer of hope.
Because they've got to get an onside kick and then find their way into the end zone before time expires. Glimmer, or what's less than a glimmer?
I don't know. You're the one that knows all the big words. A sparkle? A sparkle.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going with.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Panthers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.